Hey, y'all. This is your girl Queen. I'm back with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all, give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. I'm in my office right now, and I decided to go ahead and go live real quick to share some information with y'all. But I want to know if y'all can hear me. Hey, Lakendra. Hey, girl. Loud and clear. All right. I love it. I love it. All right. First off, we definitely going to do a disclaimer. All right. This live video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I will keep it up in the upper right corner. Okay. And let's just to make sure everyone knows that this is for educational and entertainment purposes because we'll be using some photos for process of elimination. Okay. Now, let's get to it. We will be talking about, hey, Tina A. We will be talking about Shanquella Robinson. Okay. I'm going to do a process of elimination. First off, y'all, let's address the misinformation that's been going around. I took down my last um, short because the guy Geraldo Zink or whatever his last name is, that was an article that said that Dejanay was arrested, and I took it down because now it's possible that Dejanay is not arrested at this time. Now I do know it takes 14 days, okay, to for everything to be processed when you're extraditing someone to another country. Okay. But hey, Tracy, baby. But I'm not sure, so I don't want to mislead my people, my family, my squad. So I removed the short. When I have more information instead of just an article, and it's sad nowadays, you can't even get, you know, the truth on what we normally look to the truth for, like on the news and articles and police officers. It's just sad that we can't really get that. Okay, but yes, definitely, you guys. There's been a lot of misinformation, and at this point, y'all, I'm really just at this point. I'm going to wait, and it's sad because I thought it was at least one person in Mexico or Mexico descent that we could trust, but it's looking like that's not going to happen. Okay. I don't believe you can trust anyone at this time. There's so much rumors, rhetoric, lies. It's so much. Okay. So we the people ain't got time for all that. So I'm just going to wait on the family. Okay. Because the family, like I said, is who we've always stood behind. Mr. Bernard and Miss Robinson. So we're going to stand behind them and let them let us know if, you know, Dejanay has been arrested. Yes, mama. A lot of clout chasing. Now, today I'm not going to hold you guys long because I do want to come back to y'all tonight with a live off of this to talk about no other than Casey Anthony tonight. So if you are not doing anything, I want y'all to watch the first season one episode of Casey Anthony so we can come and talk about it, okay? And let me know what you think. I will be watching it. I already kind of watched it, but people was running around in the house, so I didn't get a chance to pay attention. So I'm gonna rewatch it and then we're gonna come live and talk about it. So yes, Casey Anthony has decided to do a season. Okay, so it's very interesting. So I would definitely we're gonna adjust that case. Y'all know how we do. We multitask multiple cases. All right, so let's get into the video. I just want to kind of let y'all know what was going on. Thank y'all for coming in. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to my subscribers. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this. Okay, we're gonna do a process of elimination. Okay, I want you guys to look at Shanquella right here on the left. It's on Peacock, LaKendra Peacock. Look at Shanquella on the left. Okay, at the right, at the top is Winter. In the middle is Dejanay. And then right there at the bottom is Elise. All right. Take a good look. Take a good look for a couple more seconds to look at that. Because I'm about to pull up a photo. We're going to do a process of elimination. And I want you guys to see. Now, my members have already seen one of the photos because obviously they're members. So a lot of times members get first dibs on a lot of information or things I'm going to bring to everyone. But I'll post it sometimes to them first where they can get to see it because they pay membership. Okay. Thank you for doing this because the Mexican authorities never stated who the warrant was for, and that article said the Interpol made the arrest and they do not make arrests. Yeah, that's why I removed my short, like I said, because I go off of facts and truth. I do not mislead my people. So if I find out something is not true, I will definitely come and let y'all know. So I, at this time, do not believe that Janae Jackson is arrested at this time. Okay, so y'all see that? Now another thing I want to point out is look at the skin colors, the skin tones of all of these ladies. All right. Now we're gonna move to the next video, the next clip. I want to show you guys. Let me see, is it this one? All right. Now, there's two things I want to point out in this clip. Two things. Two things. Now, highlighted in the yellow, the arm. That arm right there. Tell me whose arm do you think that is? I believe, in my opinion, it's Winter. Based off of the nails and the skin color. Okay? So what do we know? The facts that we know right now is that the person circled in blue is Dejanay. Okay? That's what we do know. We know that there is a man recording and another man to the left and a woman to the right. We know Nazir didn't make it there yet. So we know the two guys right there is who? Malik and Khalil. Then you see Dejanay. The only person we're missing is the two people we're missing is Nazir and Elise, right? Right. So, process of elimination, and I'm just, going off of common sense here. It doesn't take a lot to kind of just, it's the details, okay? The devil's in the details. You can learn a lot by deep diving, and sometimes we definitely deep dive over here. But as you can see, the nails and the skin tone outlined in yellow looks to be of winter. And I circled Dejanay right there in the blue to let you know, let my people know. Do not believe when they say Khalil led Shanquella into that room to her death when she was saying, "You HOE is get naked." I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta watch what I say. YouTube's getting more stricter, okay? But when she said that, people are saying that that's when he led her into her demise. No, 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 no. I also made a short to let y'all see what Dejanay had on, what Winter had on. Winter had on all black, Dejanay had on blue. And I circled this clip, circled Dejanay to show you she has on a two-piece pajama set with a bonnet on. Her wig is off. She has a bonnet on. She has a two-piece pajama set on. She does not have on all blue. So if you look at the daylight, it's likely the next day. It could be that morning, that early afternoon, but it's the next day if you use common sense and pay attention to the details. It's looking like it's the next day, not that night. So this looks like Saturday. And when she's walking in that room and they to go see if they was ready to go skinny dipping, that looks like Friday evening. There's also a video of her skinny dipping. So she ended up going by herself. That was all on Friday. So I just want to show y'all that person right there, looking at the skin tone and the nails, seems to look like winter. I'm gonna check the comments in just a second, you guys. I'm gonna read what y'all saying. Seems to be winter. And then I want to show y'all that Dejanay has on a whole different wardrobe. That is not Jaquella walking to her death at that time. All right. Let me check the comments real quick. Hey, John Q. Hey, Lauren. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yes, he is getting big. He's getting big. So I wanted y'all to pay attention to that. I have two more photos that I have broken down, and I want to show you guys of what me looking at the details, deep diving a little bit, and what I see. Okay? Y'all definitely let me know y'all opinion if you like to. Let's see which shot I want to go to next. This one. Let's go to this one. As y'all see, I blurred out Shanquella because she's obviously nude. Okay. But you can see that who I believe is Winter, that I circled the phone, and her same nails, same skin color, is she's either recording or FaceTime because you can also screen record while you're on FaceTime. if that makes sense. So it's even possible that the person that was on the other end was screen recording too. So who knows who all got parts or pieces of the video. But I also want to show y'all that Winter was also recording, FaceTiming, but showing someone. Who could that be? That could be Nazir. That could be someone else in the States. Who knows? But that lets us know that other people out there, other maybe close friends or whatever, have possibly seen this and also might have leaked some information. Okay? But you definitely see Winter recording the fight by FaceTiming, showing someone that person that she might be on FaceTime with. We don't know. It's possibilities. Could be someone close to her, somebody she trusts, obviously. But you see her FaceTiming someone or recording, whichever one you believe. But you see it, and you can also screen record FaceTime. Let me check the comments real quick before I go to the last one. Okay, I'm good. Now, the last clip I want to go over really quick. Yeah, this is not funny, but I think it's so funny that Dejanay over there looking like a whole man. She just took off a wig, looking like just a ratchet rat. Okay, I'm sorry, I just had to say that, y'all. She looked like a ratchet rat. You went from looking like you going to the prom last night with the wig and a blue dress, attempting to look classy, and then on this clip, you looking like a whole hood. Okay, I'm just saying. But anyway, I outlined that face. Who do y'all think that is? That's definitely not the person recording. Remember, there's a guy to the left and a girl to the right. And there is a man recording. We all know there's two men in that video. And the only option, two men, could be Khalil and Malik. Now we know that Malik has a smaller beard and Khalil has a big beard, like full on beard. Let me go to the comments. I do too, Lakendra. I think that is Khalil. And see, he got caught. I caught a piece of him. Y'all, it took me a minute to catch these little clips watching the video at the snap it at the right time. But I did because see, they weren't expecting her to be unlived. I don't think, in my opinion, I feel like I knew that they planned on fighting her. They planned on doing something to her, but I don't believe they planned on her not living. And what they was gonna do, they was gonna pass this video around, maybe post it, laugh, and key off of Shanquella. Jealousy, envy, hatred. Envy is very dangerous. Jealousy is very dangerous, especially when it turns into envy. Envy is dangerous, you guys. It is so dangerous because when you envy, you will do anything. And it can even lead to unliving someone. So you have to be careful with someone that's jealous and envy. Because you can be so envy and things you might not expect to go to an extent can end up going to an extent. As why was she naked? Good question, Kay Lindsay. I believe, and also her father stated, I'm thinking he mainly, out of everybody, he knows his daughter. He likely knows how she sleeps. And it looks like to me that she likely got woke up. So, did everybody see that video? Oh, one more thing I want to point out. We'll get back to you, Lindsay, real quick. That hammock, y'all remember that? Look at that hammock in the back. Y'all remember at nighttime, Khalil recorded Shanquella in that hammock. She was sleeping. First dead body, 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 body. You too fool. So this lets you know this is the next day, obviously, or that morning or that early afternoon. The night before, she was asleep in the hammock. And this room is obviously bigger than the room that she was. See, I want y'all to pay attention. Yes, Tracy. This is a suite. Looks like it's her possibly master suite. Now, some people sleep naked. I do sometimes, a lot of the times. But I believe she was in the bed, sleep naked. And they possibly bombarded in that room, Lindsay, in my opinion. That's why I think she was naked. Because you see, Eric, Janae's in her pajamas. So people look like they're likely waking up, but waking up with the shits. But they're waking up.
Metro 1 and Metro 3, are you on the air?
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm at work and I'm going to turn this down a little bit. So y'all ain't got to hear everything going on. But yes, you can see that it looks like they just woke up. I believe that too, John Q. And that's why, in my opinion, Lindsay, that she was naked. She seemed like, you know how some people are just free? That she skinny dipped the day before, that evening before, and she skinny dipped naked. So Shaquilla seems like one of those, women that's comfortable in her body that likes to be free. I have a child that's free like that. One of my kids are very free like that. Okay, do not like no clothes. Okay, um, so it seems like she's one of those people, and there's nothing wrong with it. You vacationing, okay? So she likely was in her bed and got woken up to the shenanigans. And like you see, Dejanay right over there looking a hot mess, wig off, looking a hot mess. Then you got a whole audience ready to record. This was planned. They knew something was about to pop off, okay? They knew something was about to happen. How all of y'all congregate into her room. She's naked, caught off guard, having to get up out the bed, probably shocked, like, whoa. Okay? And then you got them at the door with their phones ready to get the action on camera. Winter even FaceTiming or recording someone. So it's definitely, I agree with Mr. Bernard, it definitely was a set up and they knew before it happened. But see, being that they all knew, and this is another thing that people are not thinking about, this shows intent. This shows intent. Y'all had y'all phones, y'all was right there, y'all knew something was going to happen. You knew Shaquella was going to get attacked. That's intent. Y'all all knew she was going to get hit or assaulted. That shows intent. You knew. Intent now, you guys, it's in seconds. It can be seconds. because they say you had seconds to change your mind. You had seconds to walk out of that room. You had seconds to turn around. You had seconds to get on the phone. You had seconds to change your mind. You had seconds to stop the fight. You had seconds to stop the fight and go call for help. You had seconds to leave and not watch and not be a part and go get help. You had time to not lie when you call Miss Robinson. Y'all conspired. So you also have intent, conspiring. Y'all going down. Y'all going down. So the group of friends, who was dating who? Good question. Exactly, John Q. Yes, when you record someone, you're recording to later play it, post it. That's the only reason why you would record something. To look at it later, to laugh at, to get a key or a joke out of. Tracy premeditated exactly. This was very premeditated. This is very premeditated, intent. They conspired before and after and during. And see, I would like to know, when to Donovan, who was you on the phone with? Was it Nazir? Was it someone else? See, there's a rumor that someone came in, ran in. There's a rumor that someone was outside. If you do process of elimination, the only person not in, only two people not in that room is Nazir and Elise. If you do process elimination, Nazir is not even in the at the country yet, not in Mexico yet, or in Cabo. So that would leave only Elise to be outside and hear the boom boom scream or whatever. Okay, the boom boom pow. Then they said someone came in running. Well, if you use process of elimination, it would have to be Elise. Allegedly, Nazir wasn't there yet till later on that afternoon. So, if that's true, it would definitely have to be Elise. And that's what I'm saying, Tracy. It's a very good possibility it was Nazir on that phone. But he swears he don't know anything. He swears he don't know what happened. He swears she was alive. She was unconscious, but she was alive. Now they're saying that she possibly died between 7 a.m. and 12. At this point, I don't know what to believe. I know they're supposed to be getting an autopsy in the States, and I'm waiting for the family to release the real cause of death. Well, obviously, we know the cause of death, but just reconfirming the cause of death and the time. Because we have heard three by death certificate. We done heard 557 by the Mexican whatever reporter, whatever he is. And then we're just hearing between 7 a.m. and 12 p.m. Which one is it? So that's why I took down my short, because I will not mislead my people. I will not lie to my people. I am not even sure if I know I have a feeling Dejanay is not locked up yet. And also, I can't believe the articles. Like we have nothing. We're just gonna have to wait on the family because we can't believe these articles. We can't believe these reporters. We can't believe hell. Not even the officers, because allegedly, a couple of officers are under investigation for not talking to them, holding them, and finding out what happened. Allegedly, there's four that's going to be under investigation. for letting them leave, allowing them to leave. And also, they was likely gonna just throw Shanquella away and say, "Oh, she just it was an accidental death," and not care because they don't care. Some of them do not care for the Americans, definitely a Black American. So, boom, they was gonna bury how she passed her mm, her murder. I gotta be careful on how I say things, but they're gonna bury that and let them go. They want to spend their time, their investigation on that. Exactly, John Q. And actually, if you say that, 7 a.m. to 12 kind of makes sense. It actually may happen between 7 a.m. to 12. Why do I say that? If it's true about the cleaning lady, when she came in there and Shanquella was allegedly sitting up, she was cold and hard to the touch, which puts her time of death earlier in the morning when she found her that afternoon, which does put her time of death. The rigor mortis already setting in, stiff and hard. So what are y'all doing while she's laying there, sitting up, stiff and hard like a rock? What y'all out in another part of the villa? Allegedly, they was in another part of the villa. That the cleaning lady had to find them, allegedly, and told them allegedly to call the doctor, allegedly, which also brings what Nazir said to a whole another person we can't trust. Because I don't trust none of them. I don't believe nothing they said. Nazir, if you got there at 3 something, you was rubbing a corpse's head. She was already dead, and you knew that. See, the dead can't lie. The dead will always tell the truth. They will talk to you. Excuse me, y'all. That's my message tone. But they always talk to you. The dead does talk. Good question. Allegedly, and I don't even like even saying anything without facts. Allegedly, what they're saying is the when the cleaning lady found them in the villa, told them to call 911, hospital or whatever, that they brought her in there from the room. They drug her from there into the room to sit her up to wait for the medical examiner. See, allegedly, she found Shanquella, and then when they was calling 911, they allegedly brought her out of the room, allegedly, and sat her up. Oh, she was definitely moved by them. I definitely believe that. She was moved by them. And I also question because the guy from Mexico, he's saying that that's at that moment when Dejanay was assaulting Shanquella, that was it. That can't be it. It's possible that she could have gotten her neck broke, her spine broke, but I don't believe that's it. I believe there was other people that jumped in and assaulted her when the camera was off. Cause see, it clicks off. We just saw a piece. Allegedly, Winter, there's something out there showing Winter choke slamming her. And did she not get up? Allegedly. Allegedly. Whose alarm is that? Oh, guys. There's somebody next door. They better turn out their alarm. That's annoying. Right rigor takes about 2 hours to begin, starting with the face and neck area. Then it continues to go down the body. Time for the body to be hard will be around 4 to 6 hours later, roughly. Exactly. So that would definitely put our time of death between 7 a.m. and 12 p.m. Exactly, Dolly. What did we not see in this video? And that's the question. What did we not see? What else happened when that video, with that part of the video clicked off? What is not shown? Who else ran up? In my opinion, for someone, that has been in physical altercations, and I do weigh a little more than Shanquella, I don't think Dejanay was the only one that assaulted her, and I do not believe Dejanay did all of that on her own. Because even after you kind of see, now she might have hurt her spine, cracked her spine, but you see her kind of sit her head up. Shaquella kind of sit her head up. So at that point, I believe there is more to the video. I believe it might be one video in separate clips, but there's more to the video that someone likely probably did run up behind her and pick her up and drop her by the neck. Now, is it true that a woman ran in and it was allegedly after the person ran in from outside and saw the commotion, tried to break it up allegedly, because we don't know what to believe anymore. After, at this point, Shanquella would have to be down for the count. So whoever that broke it up started to fight Dejanay, and then all of a sudden Shanquella started having convulsions after whoever else jumped on her after Dejanay already jumped on her. Now, what do I believe? I believe once that video cut off or they not showing the rest where someone else ran up and assaulted her. I do believe that that was a choke slam because they're saying she was decapitated in the inside. So I do believe there was more that happened to Shanquella. Yes, Dolly, I believe it was a tag team. I do believe it was a tag team. And I do believe they brutally assaulted her and didn't plan on her dying, but she did. But she did. And my thing is, she's so little, it don't take all of y'all to tag team her. It don't. That's ridiculous. It don't take all of y'all to tag team her. Nobody should have hit her, period. But since you did, and she wasn't fighting back, it should have stopped. But nobody did. And that's why I hope every last one of y'all get locked up. And we're going to stand behind the family. We're going to stand behind Bernard, Mr. Bernard. We're going to stand behind Miss Robinson all the way to the jail cell. But I definitely just wanted to come in real quick. You think so, John Q? Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's a small possibility to me, but I really believe someone else jumped in. It's definitely possible because that twist, it could have caused the neck or the spine. It could have caused the neck or the spine. Yes, I do believe, Lindsay, that she ran up again. Look at her. Look at her. She's not even done. Look at her. She's ready to run up again. And I'm not surprised if somebody else didn't step in, stomp on her, kick her. You know how grimy people do when someone's down on the ground and everybody want to run up and get their lick. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else ran up, kicked in the head, stomped on her. We know how evil people can be. But I wanted to just come to y'all before I come back later on tonight because I wanted to talk to y'all about the process of elimination and me looking at the photos because if I hear rumors and I don't want, my people to, be looking and thinking this, that, and the third. Okay, John Q. I will when I get off. That's true. That's a good question. If she wouldn't have died, what were they gonna do? It would have been ugly. They wasn't gonna be able to stay in the same villa. I'm sure she wasn't gonna want them in the same villa. I'm sure she wasn't gonna feel safe. It would have been ugly. I'm gonna definitely watch again when I get off, John Q. The sun was coming up morning. You see that 14 CPR sessions took place. Don't they quit way before that? Girl, Dolly, if even 14 CPR sessions was done, okay? They saying when the doctor got there, he or she did 14. And what time did the doctor get there? Allegedly 4 something? If she died between 7 a.m. and 12 p.m., you doing CPR on a corpse. That's why I don't even believe that. Like, how can we believe that? And if you are a doctor or a medical professional, you know when someone's not alive. You know that. So with that being said, why would you be doing 14 CPR compressions on someone who's not alive? You're gonna know that when you press on their chest. Hi everyone. Hey Vanessa. I'm standing behind her parents. It was more than one look at her injuries make me upset. Dejanay was fighting her still. They all need to be in prison praying for families and my condolences. Yes, I definitely agree. Yes, John Q. And that's exactly what I said earlier. That them recording it was to make fun of her, taunt her, tease her if she lived. And that should be a lesson to some people out there. Stop recording every darn thing. Because you put your own evidence to your own demise out. You gave them your own evidence. You gave them your own evidence to book you. You gave them your own evidence. You recorded to tease and taunt, which is evil, and it came back and haunted you. The evidence against you, against all of y'all, is right there. What you thought you was going to taunt her with, now the world is taunting you with. The world is taunting you. Exactly, LaKendra. Ain't no IV. That is definitely not gonna go in, and if it does go in, it's definitely gonna pop out. That's why we cannot believe Nazir. We cannot believe no, definitely none of the Cabo Six. We can't even believe the law enforcement in Mexico at this time, and FBI is not saying anything, and our law enforcement not saying anything. They're still investigating in the U.S. So we really have nothing to really go on at this time, but what we already know, which is parts and clips of videos that was released, and what the mother and father has said. So I just wanted y'all not to get caught up in the rumors and rhetoric and the lies, because it's a lot out there. It's people just out there saying anything that gets used. And let's not, this is someone's life. This is someone's family. This is a daughter that was taken away from a mother and a father. This was a sister. This was someone that was loved. And it's wrong for people to just say anything and put out anything and misguide and mislead people. That's not cool. It's not cool. And so if I have to question something, then it's not a fact. And looking at that article, you would think, and then he came out, did interviews. So I was like, okay, great. But now it's possibly not even true that she's in custody. So it's crazy. So we just gonna wait for the US to say that she's locked up. I'm not going to, and it's sad that you can't even trust the law enforcement in Cabo, in Mexico. You can't trust the law enforcement a lot of places nowadays. It's just sad. It's sad. Yes, I do believe another autopsy is being done in the US. Yes, ma'am. So I'm waiting to hear what they believe the time of death is. If they can still, hopefully they can with all the technology, be able to find out. This age, she's sitting up on the floor. I believe that's where she died, in the position she's in this video. Gotcha. It's possible. It is possible because see, and then they said she was seized. So if she would, they stopped allegedly fighting the other girl stopped allegedly fighting Dejanay when Shanquella started seizing. And at that point, I believe she likely seized because of the broken neck and the spine. So then how she end up, it's just a lot of questions. It's more questions than answers at this point. Oh, Dolly, I believe that doctor seen that head, that eye, that lip, everything. Even Nazir admitted to seeing it. So I know the doctor did. They just didn't want to do an investigate it. They didn't want to take the time. They didn't want the people that's traveling there and to lose the money. There's a lot of things why people hide and cover up things. There's plenty of reasons. And I believe that's what they would have done with Shanquella if it did not go viral. And that's another question. Who leaked the video? There's a lot of questions. And I'm not mad at you that you did. I'm glad you did. Because that's what went viral and what's leading to Shanquella getting justice. Is it one of the six? Are they having a guilty conscience? Yes, John Q. We are going to wait for the US because I cannot get with Mexico right now. They got a lot of grimy things going on right now. Just a lot of grimy things, and you can't trust anything. Right. Allegedly, see what I'm saying? See, yeah, they say they found her sitting up. Allegedly, the housekeeper found her sitting up. So my question is, what y'all saying, what Nazir saying, with them saying that she started convulsions. Was she convulsion? Was she having convulsions sitting up or laying down? When she started seizing, was she sitting up or was she laying down? You know, if she started seasoning her while Elise and Dejanay was fighting, did she ever, was she laying down seasoning? Was she sitting up seasoning? Just a lot of questions. Because we still don't know how she got out of. We obviously know they took her, they moved her themselves, because she was found down in the living room. So how did she get out the bedroom? Yeah, that's true. That is true, but that's why I'm also waiting for the blood work. I never heard anything from the alleged autopsy in Mexico about the blood work. Did they take blood? Did they send it off? I believe that's what John Q. She was definitely moved. Now that's a fact. Too many people said she was in different places. The housekeeper found her sitting up in this room. Then she allegedly died in one room. Hold on 1 second, you guys. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I believe they moved. Yeah. So yes, I do believe she was moved multiple times, and it's horrible. It's just horrible. It's horrible. But that's what I wanted to do, y'all. I'm just not gonna hold y'all long. I'm getting ready to go, but I appreciate every last one of y'all. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to everyone. Thank y'all for liking the video. We will definitely get back to this when more information comes out, and we will definitely come and talk about it. From the bedroom to the game room to the living room area, and then possibly dressed her in the living room. Yes, that is a good question. Who dressed her? Father said she was in some silk pajamas when he seen her. Was it the coroner? 'Coroner? 'Cause- 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 Who dressed Shanquella? Good question. Exactly, Dolly. Good question, LaKendra. See that would make Mexico law enforcement need to be investigated because there has to have been blood. She had a busted lip. I'm sure she probably had a busted nose. There was no crime scene investigated. This was an attempted cover up. Shanquella Robinson was going to be a Jane Doe. That's what they're being investigated on because they didn't secure a crime scene. Allegedly, they had them standing outside. So, was y'all gonna talk about how y'all was gonna cover this up? Then you let them back in. I mean, so it's just you just don't know what to believe, but you do know that there was a cover up. Yes, until the yeah, until the coroner gets there to pick you up. Yes, that's how it goes down here in the U.S. We don't know how they do over there in Mexico. Hey, Natasha, I was waiting to see you. I was waiting to see you. Let me go in because I wanted to. It's okay. I'm gonna go back and yeah, it's definitely a cover up. All right, so those are just coming in. Y'all can go back and watch it. And John, yes, this was intended cover up. Oh yes, John. You know we know. You know we know. Okay. Yes, this was horrible, and we're gonna keep on. We're gonna stay on this case tonight. We're going to dive in a little bit to Casey Anthony. So those is one that's interested in what she got to say years later after she, in my opinion, and allegedly took her daughter's life. Y'all tune in later on. That's when I get off work later on after I get everything situated. I'm going to watch the season one first episode and then definitely going to deep dive into Casey Anthony and what she has to say. Yeah, Natasha, I don't believe they have her in custody, baby. I wish, but I don't believe that though. That's why I took the short down because okay, I will, John Key. I'm gonna do that right now. Yes, Carmel is coming now. Thanks all of y'all for watching so much. And I love y'all. Peace.